What do you do if you're in Facebook jail? Well, you can check out my other video, and I showed just really quickly some of the things that you can do to possibly clean up maybe your content. For some reason, I am in Facebook jail. I'm also sharing this because I'm very, very social online. So if some of you that do follow me on many of the different platforms, but in particular, the one that starts with, well, it used to be FB. We know it as Meta right now. I will be in jail until Saturday, the 21st. So let's talk about this for a moment because if you are using social media for a bulk of your business, it's truly important to consider having not all your eggs in one basket. I've been using social media for over 20 years. I have sustained many things when it comes to being online. And my advice to you, my professional advice to you, is be sure that you do have your own website. Uh, and if you're going to be active on social media, again, I cannot stress enough to not just focus on one platform. A good idea, rule of thumb, is to actually have a social planner or an app. If you want to know more about that, you can just actually take advantage of getting my AI automation blueprint playbook, my plan, because what I can share with you is the 20 something years of experience that I have to how to prevent this if this happens to you. The one thing that you do need to do is you do need to adhere to not prolonging the Facebook jail. It's like being put in a timeout. At first, when it first happened, just the other day, I was like, what is this? I've been in a 2 week video course and I've made new friends. I don't know if it's because like we had to share our goals inside the group, which one of them happened to be I'd like to have some new friends and I'd like to learn how to be more efficient using the video software that I'm currently using. And just more or less, you know what? Just learn from others. So, one of the things that I got dinged for said, like, I can't comment, I can't start new conversations, and I can't respond. So, can you imagine? It said I can still view stuff, but here's the thing for myself, I'm ultra active in what it is that I do when it comes to software and automation. I'm actually in the community, I'm tagged. And this isn't about me so much, but if you find that this resonates with you, what do you do if, like, how about if you have a community with one of the great big social giant platforms and you get locked out? That can be really impact your income. It can cause a lot of stress. So I can tell you that it's really, really probably behooves you to have your own plan B, to have your own systems, build your own platform. And I use the word platform in the sense of like, you don't know, maybe you will wind up being the next global platform, but I'm all about protecting the business owner and like us regular people because it's been, I built my businesses back about 27 years ago. I've been in the workforce for 34 years, and my birthday is actually on Monday. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to be tagged and wished a lot of happy birthdays on Monday, but I'm not going to be able to respond. But it's not the end of the world. So, again, just be sure that you are mindful that when you are on the social media platforms, what they want is for you to be social, but you have to put their agenda first. So make engaging comments that are really authentic, make engaging posts that really pull people in. And when you do that and you do it in a way that you really are cultivating a micro community on your own page, then the curiosity should wind up building that if somebody then decides that they want to check you out further, then that might lead the person to Google you and your business, and you didn't actually take them off platform using maybe a link. So it's really kind of interesting to some extent now. I ran into an issue years ago, maybe about 10 years ago, where there was a small company in up in New Hampshire, and they had the word book in their name, and it's a true story. And I realized at that point how big the social media platforms were. And there happened to be a conversation on Twitter, now known as X, that one company was suing the other. I made the smallest little remark of something to the effect that it's really unfortunate that like a big company would pick on a small company. And you know what happened? The next time I went to go log into the large social media platform that I had an account with, I was blocked. And so I had written a post at that point. It was on an old website, but it was, are you more or less building your business inside somebody else's fishbowl? Because there comes a price when it comes to using the social media platforms. I've seen throughout the years people saying, oh, I don't want to pay for a website. Let me tell you something. You will pay a lot more if your access is removed with what you've built on somebody else's platform. And so, uh, what I can tell you is this: I invite you to take my gift and get my gift. Look in my profile. Um, and what I'm about is about if you are associated with me whatsoever, with what I have to offer when it comes to AI, when it comes to automation, when it comes to building businesses, is that I have that business experience of being out here in the wild. I say wild, wild west when I built my business long before there was an AI bot. Now, I understand the tension that's out there. I've asked questions that are frank about the emotional side of whether you like AI, whether you don't like AI. And but what I care about the absolute most is just truly helping to educate those of you that want to build and you want to have a plan B. I've just grown up my whole entire life with wanting to have plan B because when there is a problem, life isn't perfect. It's a good idea to have kind of a solution oriented mindset. So that way in business, like I'm locked out of I'm locked out of Facebook right now. What do you do? Well, instead of complaining about it, this is my how I pivot. You make educational content about it for a few reasons. When you have a problem that you're able to solve that you got through and you make content out of that, you're helping the next person not stress out. And then the other thing is that I have a wide network now, and I want to say thank you for those of you. There's 276 of you that follow me now. I started my YouTube channel only 16 months ago. I thank you. I see you, and it's ongoing. I am on a mission to collectively help as many people as I can through my social media, and I'm grateful to YouTube. And if YouTube you're watching, I really am as a creator, as a business owner, want to thank you for the latitude you are. I'm getting to know more and more about like the tools that you have, and it's not that I'm a stranger to YouTube. My salon, I have a hair extension salon that I frequent sometimes. I specialize in hair extensions. I've done that for 20 years. So I think YouTube just had its 21st birthday. So one of my channels is like 16 years old. So collectively, what I'm saying is that it's not that social media is bad. It's just be sure that you have your whole entire business systems uh, implemented. And when I say build an operating system, um, yeah, my channel is called Think Your Way to a Million.com. And why is that? It's inspirational based, but it's also experience. I've also experienced that as well. But my new inspiration was seeing six other individuals in an awards ceremony where they had done a lot of work. They had used YouTube, their socials, and they spread the news and education about automation. And that really spoke to me. So I'm not saying that you have to be all hyped up about AI. I'm not saying you have to be hyped up about automation. What I do want to inspire you to know is that if you find using technology a struggle, that's more the reason to follow me as a creator, because I did implement online booking into my salon in 2001. That's 25 years ago. I do know for a fact I crunch my data, I crunch my numbers, I crunch my analytics. And you're like, crunching data, analytics, and numbers, but you said you're a hairstylist? Yeah. Here's the thing I also want to share with you. Don't ever let anybody pigeonhole you into one profession, one mindset, uh, because the internet has been nothing but a powerhouse tool in my lifetime. And you have the resources in front of you, and I can help you. So, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, drop them down below. But you literally can learn at a hyper speed right now, but you might not know that. You just might feel as though like AI is a bad science fiction movie. And I'm not saying that I'm not nervous in some respect to like how fast it's moving. I just know that there's responsible ways to use that. There's also responsible ways to use social media. So I'll take responsibility that I second guessed myself a few weeks ago when other marketers had said, "Oh, did you hear the rumor that you shouldn't share too many links on Facebook?" Well, it's no longer a rumor because the end result of me second guessing myself and sharing maybe a few too many links, okay, is I've lost my privileges. And I'm not mad at Facebook. They have policies. The reason why people have policies, the reason why businesses have policies is there's safeguards. Do we have to agree with them? No. Do they have to make sense? It would be nice if they were a little clearer. So check out the last video that I put up where I show like, how you can, and I would actually give you a little bit of homework. If you have a Facebook page and you are sharing content, you should actually do a content audit. So, and I'm not quite sure if my last video was clear enough, so I'll just walk you through the steps right now. You'll go to your professional dashboard. You'll go, if you have one on your personal page, if you turned on the professional mode, and that's a tip for you. Then you would go over to your content. That'll bring up the content window. And then there's actually a filter category, and the filter category will show you the type of posts that you've been doing. The next thing I would strongly suggest is for you to click on the filter that says links, and that will give you a quick view. It will pull up all the social media posts in a time frame because you can pick the window, 7 days, 14 days, custom, 90, what have you, and do an audit on yourself because this could have been prevented. I'm not sure actually what the specific thing was that triggered it. I was in a DM message with somebody that was trying to help me in my video class. And then all of a sudden the warning came up and said that I had shared something in a DM, and it said something in the DM that went against the community standards. Now, would have it would be a better user experience as a customer, and I can say customer now because I did a small ad campaign with using Meta. I am a customer. That if there'd be more specifics to what the something is so that it's not duplicated and it could be rectified immediately. But that's not how it always works. So, so for today, I just wanted to say hi. I'm going to be just focusing on my YouTube as I have been. If you are looking to automate your business a little bit more, if you're looking to build an agency and you don't know where to get started, then my body of work and my gift to you is my blueprint and my 4-step system. And you can get that at my website, or you can just drop a comment down below and I'll be happy to share it with you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please just, you know what, let's just have a conversation. I am a real person. I will respond to you. And that's it. You have a nice weekend. And until I see you next time. And then I am using my new video software. So the next thing I have to do is figure out how to end this broadcast.